Hey everybody, it's Tim and Kathy with Cruise to Retirement, and we are here on the Carnival Panorama as we speak right now, so if we sway left and right, you might notice we're outside of Long Beach, California, where it can be a little rough.
Yes, we have been on the Panorama for 24 of the 25 days. Today's the last day.
Yep.
And it came out of Drydock in Singapore. We hopped on. And we have had some interesting ports because they've never done this itinerary before. We've had some ports that are completely new to Carnival.
We've had some ports we didn't actually make.
Well, one of them.
Yeah, okay.
And so it's been kind of an unusual and exciting cruise.
It really has been. And for us, this is our second voyage on the Panorama. We did take it 2 years ago before it went into dry dock. And so now we're back on a second trip.
On Halloween, both times.
Nice. Welcome aboard. We are Kathy and Tim, and we retired in 2023 and sold everything, and now we travel the world by air, land, and sea. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on the ship. Because it's a different itinerary and it's just coming out of dry dock, there's been a few things that have been a little rough.
Couple hiccups.
Yeah.
So mostly involving very, very, very long lines at guest services. And because there are so many platinum and diamond guests on this sailing, there's no priority anything.
No.
So there was a lot of people angry. But, you know, at guest services, I think overall has done a bang-up job.
They really have.
It's not their fault that the visa situation is complicated, and you know, these are ports that are brand new to them, and ports that are a little bit sticky to get into. Maybe that's why they never went. So it all worked out in the end, but there was some delays getting off the ship in some of these ports.
Yeah.
We ended up skipping Guam. We did go to Malaysia. We went to the Philippines. We went to Vietnam. Guam, there was a medical emergency, and then also a typhoon was heading into the Philippines. Thank God we missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we couldn't get into Guam. So
Yeah.
that's
So
okay.
I think it went fine.
Yeah.
We were in Hawaii for 2 days, and that went well.
But it did result in us having 11 sea days. So that gives us a lot of time to evaluate this ship and what it's got going on. And I have to say, I do not remember Carnival ever having so much going on
Yeah.
sea days and port days for the people that are still on the ship.
Yeah, the activities on the ship actually were really fabulous. They really were, and there was a lot of them to do.
Big variety, and honestly, so many things going on at the same time that you can't decide which one you want to go to. We're getting off the ship going, wow, we barely did anything.
But yet we did a lot.
Yeah, we did a lot, but there was so much more we could have done
Right.
that we just couldn't even get to. It was just a busy, fun time, and
Oh yeah. Yeah, it really was. And the weather hit and miss. As we said, we just missed a typhoon, so that was a little bit rocky at times. As you can tell right now, we're a little bit rocky.
yeah.
We've had some rain. We've had some sunshine.
Yeah, but we also had beautiful, gorgeous days on like a crystal lake is what it felt like.
Yeah,
it was just gorgeous in the South China Sea.
It's definitely been kind of a mix of everything. And honestly, for as far as ships go, I think it's handled it really well.
And it's good for us reviewing the ship to get all those different conditions and see, you know, when it's bad weather outside, what happens inside? Is it just so congested and overrun that it's not fun? And that has not happened.
No, not at all. I think the stabilizing system on the ship has done well.
And there's enough different things going on in enough different areas that it spreads people out. And granted, we were about 3/4 full. So that made for a really nice experience with no lines anywhere.
Yeah,
for
it
anything.
does. It does. Well, you know
to
what?
get into dinner if you went late.
If you went late to dinner, or some of the shows, if you went super early to get that prime seat.
Oh yeah,
you
you're
were
waiting
gonna
in
get
line for the
lines.
door to open, but you're gonna get in.
Yeah, you're going to get in and it all. Well,
Okay, comedy.
comedy.
Twice we couldn't get in. Comedy. Okay, so I think we all know comedy is the reason a ton of people, including us, sail Carnival in the first
Absolutely.
place. they're unrivaled in the area of comedy as far as the amount of comedy they have and variety of comedians, and also just the quality. And so this ship had a lot of comedy fans. It was hard to get in.
It was hard to get in. You definitely wanted to get there
Yeah.
early and get in line, but once you were in, you were happy you were there. It was great
They
comedy.
were all really good.
Yes.
I enjoyed them.
Yeah. So,
So-
that went really well.
Yeah.
You know what? A shout out to Andy. Now,
Yeah.
Andy is a person that will...
He's the cruise director.
Yeah, he'll always be available and always be around. And, you know what? I just props to him because I thought he did a great
I was just
job.
thinking this morning, that man never sleeps. He's up at these late parties and he's up for the morning show in the morning. You know,
And he's out walking the walking track with people. He's just all over the place. Yeah.
And there has been some fun parties. So Halloween, all day, Halloween was full of activities for kids, families,
Adults,
everybody.
everything
Adults,
was going on.
fun Halloween party. We're going to have a whole video on holidays on ships, which will include that. But we also, so we vlogged every single day on this cruise.
That was work.
Yeah, so you can find on our channel, we'll link at the end, the whole vlog of every day. And the Halloween edition is really fun. We also have an edition on the Halloween doors because people really decorated up their doors, and it was really fun.
Yep.
So there's been a lot of parties. There was a 80s throwback day.
That was fun. Oh my goodness. People dancing and music. Okay, we're children of the 80s, so for us it was a lot of fun. Okay.
It was fun, and also there was a captain's party with free cocktails.
That was even more fun.
Wow. That doesn't happen very often.
That's because it's not the 80s
So
anymore.
we loved it. Yeah, we loved it.
You know, I think one of the things that we loved most about this ship, you know, I mean, you can always say this. Well, no, you can't always say this. The staff on this ship, from Andy and the captain all the way down to the room stewards. You know what? I did not have one issue with one staff member on this ship. And again, we're here for 25 days and 11 straight sea days.
Yeah.
You'd think somebody'd get a little antsy, and nope, they were
really
fabulous.
Great. Now, the service in the restaurant could be slow.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but they did it with a smile.
Sometimes was slow, but yeah, it was always done with a smile. It was very friendly, slow service in the restaurant. But it just depended where you sat and what time it was. It was hit and miss.
And again, I don't even think that was so much the staff as it may have been just the kitchen getting stuff out.
Yeah. But, okay, well, let's just talk about the restaurant. While we're here. Let's talk about food for a second.
All right.
So we got more to say about the ship itself, and the refurbishment, but let's just do food while we're here.
Okay.
So I thought the food sometimes was fantastic.
And sometimes...
A few times was terrible, but mostly was pretty good, which is about what you can say. And you're happy as a cruiser.
Yeah,
right?
for any situation, it was hit and miss at times. We did do a comparison of a dinner one night between the restaurant and the buffet. And that's a good video to watch.
Yeah, because the buffet does serve the same food as the restaurant, but only a limited selection of it. And of course, it's in a buffet format, so it's sitting out.
It's a little different.
So it's different. We had some really good food at the buffet. Just the selection is pretty limited for this buffet, but, you know, it varied. The taste of it varied.
Yeah. What about specialty restaurants? We went to the steakhouse.
We loved the steakhouse. We always do. I think Carnival has one of the better steakhouses.
Fahrenheit 555.
And what's really nice on this ship is that in the evenings in the piano lounge, they have cocktail music with Jeffrey Monks, and he's phenomenal. And a lot of his own music too. And it's connected to the steakhouse, so you're listening to it while you're at dinner also, which is really an elegant addition.
It really added a touch of class, I would say.
Yes, it did. And so we also ate at Cucina del Capitano. You know, it's not my favorite restaurant.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's okay. I forgot that I didn't really care for it too much last time. So I wish we would have maybe gone to sushi instead. I think we enjoy the teppanyaki and the sushi restaurant.
Yeah, and the reason why we didn't do that on this particular cruise is because we had done it before on this ship, and it is excellent, but we were trying to save money.
Yeah. So, anyways, also, of course, we all know what makes Carnival so great is Guy's Burgers, Blue Iguana, and Guy's Pig and Anchor.
Yep. Let's not forget the Mongolian Walk. It's good too.
Okay, well, yeah. So, all of those restaurants that are free were phenomenal. I mean, they were at their best.
Yes, they really
and we've
were.
had them not great on a couple ships, and they were great. Yeah, so we learned this time that during the day, Gigi's Kitchen is Mongolian Walk for a free lunch.
Yes, and that's
a paid restaurant.
And that's on sea days here on the Panorama.
And it was great.
Yes.
Wow.
It really
I was
was.
really surprised how good it was. The Cucina del Capitano also has pasta bella, which basically is the same thing, just free lunch pastas up there, which we did not make
We
it
did
to.
not do that.
So I don't know. Maybe it was great.
Yeah.
We don't know.
So on the Serenity deck, there is obviously the bar, good place.
Yeah.
But then they also, off to the side, have a fresh salad bar.
Yeah, they make it for you, but it has great ingredients. You get a big, huge bowl of fresh salad.
And you can, point out what you want on it.
So that's a great place to get lunch.
It really was.
Especially if you're up there.
Yeah, it allowed you to stay up there and not lose your spot on the Serenity deck.
Exactly, because you want to keep that nice, thick cushion, right?
Yes.
It was windy up there on a lot of this sailing, but oh, it's so comfy up there.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Great
nice.
place. Serenity deck itself has 2 jacuzzis, no swimming pool, and it's in the front bow area of deck 15. So you're all the way up on the top. That's what adds to the wind, but it's still just beautiful.
But when it's windy, the tides pool is a really nice alternative on the very aft, the very back of the ship, low. And so it's not as bad down there, the wind.
Right.
And you're right there near the buffet. So
Everybody likes to be near the buffet.
Yeah, they've got a drink station out there for iced tea.
And a bar, as always.
Of course. And they've got the pizza. Wait, you had a pizza?
I
How was
did.
the
Yeah,
pizza?
the pizza actually was really good.
Yeah, the seafood shack is there, which is an upcharge, so we never go to the seafood shack.
We're poor.
The ice cream machines were working on this ship, which is not always a given. So that was nice.
Well, and then they also had gelato.
Yeah, and this is an area of the buffet that we kept skipping and not noticing, but there's an area with gelato and some kind of antipasto things and empanadas or similar things to empanadas. Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
So that's a nice area. So let's talk a little bit about some of the refurbishment things. So, the Panorama got a new facelift, basically. She's got a new bow paint job. Which
Nice,
is,
bright, and beautiful.
yes, looking nice. One nice thing is that they added a non-smoking casino.
Yeah, they took out the Carnival kitchen where they used to do...
Like classes,
cooking classes. So they took that out and they turned it into a non-smoking casino area. Now,
which is nice.
it was very nice, except for you got to almost walk through the smoking casino area to get to the non-smoking.
To get to a lot of things. That's one thing I don't love about this ship. That smoking casino is right in the middle.
Right in the middle of deck 4. You're not going to get around
walking
it.
through it a lot.
The non-smoking casino, it is much smaller.
But it was nice in there. It had a good vibe, and we actually won a little bit of money.
Woohoo!
We're not really gamblers, so
No.
we only usually lose money, so that was kind of fun.
That was a pure luck thing. We won money and we were like happy with that. Cashed out and moved on.
But most of our time we have spent in other entertainment, and I'm going to say another thing in the refurbishment was the Liquid Lounge, which is the theater, the main theater, got new carpeting. And that Liquid Lounge is just beautiful.
Yeah.
It has such a nice vibe. And because of the color it is, they're able to cast whatever colors they want around that room, and it takes on those hues, which is really nice during the shows.
Yeah, it was really nice. And the entertainment that we saw in there. So, okay, still going with the refurbishment. Coming out of Drydock, they were having still some issues with that lounge getting
I don't know,
whatever
some of
working right.
technology didn't get hooked up quite right or something. So the playlist productions were the cast sitting on stools singing the songs at the beginning, and we were disappointed. But then whatever it was, they got it fixed, and they did 3 productions. They did Soulbound on Halloween, which was
Phenomenal.
perfect for Halloween.
Yes.
It's got a spooky vibe, but it is fantastic. Ooh, this boat is rolling. I don't know if you can see it. Then they did the Rock
Revolution,
which
was a tribute to 1969 music.
Was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. And then last night they did
her favorite,
Celestial Strings, which we saw a couple years ago. I've never forgotten it because it was just the best show I've ever seen. And we got to see it again. So and it was really fantastic.
She was just so excited, and they did not disappoint at all.
No, they did not disappoint.
That was awesome.
So that was great entertainment. As we said, the comedians were great entertainment. The piano bar...
So the piano bar, like we said, was kind of a dual service bar. So they had the cocktail hour where it was soft piano music being played in the background. That was fabulous.
And then the sing-along aspect of the piano bar, we went a couple times, and we usually really like the piano bar. It wasn't bad. It just took a long time to really get going.
Yeah.
And so if you stayed late and there was a lot of people that liked to participate, and they'd had a bunch of drinks, and it was getting kind of rowdy and fun, that was really fun. Earlier in the evening, it was a little slow.
Yeah, it just struggled.
People just weren't singing along. They were just like talking, and it was a little weird. But anyways.
That's our take on the piano bar.
Yeah, but we love that room.
Yes.
You know, it's really nice. This is the first time we've really used the piano bar as a place to hang out. Because it's quiet.
During the day, it's not being, it was being used during the day by a couple of
character artists.
Yeah, character artists. So they were doing characters of passengers. You had to sign up. It cost money. Yada yada.
And so people are waiting for their turn, but not very many. You know, just a few.
Yeah.
And people in there playing cards and doing crafts and all kinds of things. Including us.
Yeah, we were there too.
Yeah, that's nice.
The bar wasn't actually open during the day.
Right.
And so it was just a hangout place.
And it was right across from the library, which the library was very popular and at times was very full. So it was nice to have a spillover area.
At times you couldn't get into it because they were doing the art exhibits in there.
Yeah, they need a dedicated space for the art exhibits because they took over the library pretty much every day for some part of it.
Not every day, but it felt like every day.
Most days for some part of it.
Yeah.
For a couple hours. So we don't do the art exhibits. We can't really tell you how great that was, but yeah.
We just know it got in our way.
Oh, we love the library. It's a beautiful library, and it was well stocked with books.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the smaller venue music was also very good.
Yes, it was. The rock band on this ship really was a hoot and a half. There's a male, female singer that are married couple, and then they've got the guitars and drums and keyboard and
they were Ocean Plaza.
Yes.
And they did a lot of just a lot of dancing in there, and Ocean Plaza was a real fun place.
It really was.
Lots of dance classes, like ballroom dance classes, and then dancing at night, and of course
trivia. I don't like trivia very much.
Trivia. And name that tune.
Yeah.
Different games and arts and crafts. There was a lot going on in there.
Yes, there was.
And then in the Limelight at night, that is a
so they do the comedy in there, but then they also do dancing in there.
It switches into like a nightclub. And that was really fun too.
Yes, we did do that on the dancing. 80s night.
Some ships you're on and especially a longer ship where it's an older demographic and there's nobody in a nightclub, but Yeah, it was hopping.
Yeah, it was a hopping place. That was great.
Okay, and then let's see here.
In the atrium, they would often have music playing. In fact, it was kind of nice because the violins would oftentimes be in there. We like violin music.
The electric violins,
Yeah.
and they were very popular. You had to stake out your seat before that started.
Yes.
They were very popular for good reason. And then also the other one, Far West Duo.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't start listening to them until just recently, and they're actually good.
Really good.
We enjoyed it.
So entertainment on the ship?
And then the dreamscape in the atrium, right? I'm actually going to do a whole, the last day of the daily vlog is going to be on the atrium because it's such a great area. And that dreamscape is just all different themes. And
so for you that don't know what the dreamscape is, it's a giant cone in the middle of the
like
atrium.
a funnel looking thing.
That has a light system hooked up to it so they can display pictures and all sorts of movement on it.
It's like a moving artwork, sort of light artwork. And in fact, they had a thing, part of it, which was super cool, was like all this artwork from kids at St. Jude's Hospital.
Yes.
And they were up there, and they did, they always do a fundraiser for St. Jude's on every Carnival ship. And they made $14,000 on this sailing, which was phenomenal. And I mean, Carnival, donates millions and millions, I mean, tens and tens of millions of dollars to St. Jude every year.
Yeah.
So that's something really special.
Let's talk about the room.
Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to say room 2261 is a super dark, super quiet inside cabin, if that's what you like. It's honestly been one of the best cabins we've ever had on any ship for sleep.
There's
no rattles,
yeah,
no whistles, no clanking. It's been great.
Yeah, it really has been a great cabin. It's on the deck 2. Which means you're kind of down in the bottom area.
So it's pretty solid too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't move as much as a lot of the ship does.
Yeah. So anyway, room as far as that goes was great.
Steward was great.
Oh, Nino. Yeah. Go Nino.
Okay, now I'm going to say this. We always thought Carnival had the most comfortable beds. Did this change in the last few years? Like, what happened? So we've been in Southeast Asia for 7 months, which notoriously has hard mattresses. We'd heard this from everyone. This ship on Carnival is the hardest mattress we've been on.
And, we probably could have asked, and they probably would have changed the mattress for us.
Put a topper on it or something?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. It's funny because in Carnival forums, I keep reading about people wanting to bring mattress toppers, and I'm like, why? That's so huge, and the beds are so comfortable. Well, I don't know. Something has changed because the beds are now hard, and I get you.
What about the pillows?
The pillows were okay, but again, we loved Carnival pillows. We used to buy them for our bed at home. They haven't been great.
Okay.
Either a little lumpy, like they've washed them too many times, or just too thick. Like really, I don't know. Maybe it's us. Maybe we're getting old and we need different stuff.
Oh, that kind of hurts. She says we're getting old.
Okay, the other thing I'm just going to mention while we're here. Why no conditioner, Carnival? Almost every hotel has conditioner. Why is there no conditioner in the bathrooms? Bring your own conditioner. Now, let's talk bathrooms for a second. I'm just going to say one pet peeve about this ship. Who the heck picked the color for the green bathrooms?
So when you're up on deck 5, deck 4, the public
some of these public bathrooms are blue and some are puce green. And I'm just going to say it's like this yellowy green. I'll try to stick up a picture of it. Please comment below if you have a strong opinion about these bathrooms. Let me know, because honestly, it doesn't matter if I haven't been drinking at all. I go into these green bathrooms and I feel like I have a hangover. It's like...
Not that she's opinionated in it anyway.
And I like that color. I literally have clothing that color. I like the color, just not in the bathroom where it's the walls, the tile, everything is that color.
So that was something that may or may not have been done in the refurbishment. I don't remember.
It's the same.
Okay, so it wasn't.
Trust me, I noticed it before, and it's still there. I was hoping they changed it, but they didn't.
Something else in the refurbishment that did get changed was the internet cafe. So,
it's gone. Gone.
It got changed, all right. So it used to be down in the atrium area, and you could go there, and they had printers and computers, and you could print stuff out.
Some people are angry about that, but you can get things still printed at guest services.
Have to send it to guest services, and they'll print it.
And they're going to have iPads in there, but I guess it's not really up and running. They're going to have iPads somewhere.
Yes. So.
And the future cruise desk. We found out that after COVID, they eliminated this from all Carnival ships. No more future cruise desk.
At least that's what they told us at guest services, because we did notice.
Yeah. Well, we were going to go find it. We couldn't find it. So I also want to know, comment below if it's just me, that the water in the showers and the pools and the hot tubs on Carnival gives me a rash. This is the only place I ever get it. So, like, I can hardly go in the hot tubs. Just a few times on, like, a 25-day cruise, and I do get a rash every time. And I can't even take a shower, like, every single day, or I'll just be covered in an itchy rash. So, I always bring hydrocortisone cream, but I'm just curious if other people have this, or it's just me. Like,
I don't have it.
I feel like it's the way they treat the water. Maybe some of us are sensitive to it. I don't know. Anyways, let me know. I'm just super curious, and I've Googled this and I can't find it. So let me know. So we didn't do the thermal spa this time, partly because of the water issue, partly because we had a spa cabin last time.
Yes.
And so the thermal spa, it's, I'd say, medium level of niceness for the different thermal spas.
I think the biggest problem with the thermal spa is it's actually a little small, and so it gets congested really easy. So we just chose not to do it this time.
Yeah, so it's a little small. It's nice. It has the basics, and it's fine. It just, it's small. I guess that's really the
That's
issue.
the kicker. You end up waiting for things, and I always feel uncomfortable when I'm in that setting and there's people kind of staring at you like, I'm waiting for your spot, hurry up.
Yeah, like hurry up and get off the nice hot bed thing. So anyways, we didn't do the thermal spa this time, but it is in our ship tour if you want to see it. We have a whole ship tour of every area on the ship.
Even some secret areas.
Yes, and we have one of our vlog days. Our vlog days is on secret areas on the ship.
Yeah.
So that's always fun to know. Also the gym.
Another place we didn't visit a lot.
We did not make it there despite our best intentions.
I filmed it, but that was about it.
Yeah, but it is a nice gym.
It's actually one of the nicer gyms. Very large, and it does have a lot of light, natural light coming in. It has a lot of windows looking out over the bow of the ship.
Yeah, and then there's a walking track, right?
Yes, I love this. There is a walking track, right? She never found it.
Well, I mean, if I would have had a deck that you could walk all the way around, of course I would be walking.
Correct.
But there isn't one on this ship. But there is like a walking track.
Right. So the Vista class ships, I guess, from what my understanding is that they don't really have a circular deck that goes all the way around the ship. So on deck 5, you can walk outside the length of the ship, but then you have to cross over in the front, behind in the ocean plaza, cross through the ship to continue walking. If you go up to the outer activity areas, there is a walking track where 7 laps makes a mile. And so it's a good length, good sized track. And up there, they did some refurbishment stuff up there also. They used to have outdoor exercise equipment. They've removed all of that. And so now you just have some open areas where you can view off of the deck of the ship. They do have a huge basketball court, what they use for soccer court also. And then they also have up there 2 pool tables that are outside.
Oh, why didn't we go up there and play pool? I love to play pool.
She's never even been up there. She's not too sure what happened.
Well, it involves stairs.
Yeah, that's true.
Exercise.
Yeah. So they do have the 2 pool tables up there. They have an enclosed area that has 2 ping pong tables, foosball tables, and a little mini, gosh, I don't quite know what it's called. It's like a tabletop of a pool table, but you use little soccer balls to play. So it's kind of like pool you play with your feet. So, and
You've got that on camera somewhere, right? On the ship tour?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I'll have to go watch the ship tour. I don't know what that is.
And the miniature.
And the wind doesn't get you up there then?
No, because it's enclosed.
Oh, that's a nice feature.
Yes, it's actually enclosed up there. And then the mini golf actually looks like it was refurbished because it looks brand spanking new in the mini golf area.
There's lots of areas around the ship that you just kind of go, well, that looks like all new paint, or they really deep cleaned or something. It's just really spick and span.
Yep.
Yeah.
One last thing that they have on this ship, above all of that mini golf stuff that I was just talking about, is a ropes course.
Right.
So they do have the sky course, and they have the sky cars that you can pedal around in the track.
A couple people doing that.
Yes, and it all looked kind of cool.
And then all the waterworks, of course.
Now, that's all of what I've talked about so far is in the aft portion of the ship. When you get to...
Oh, they have trampoline, too.
In the kind of mid to front portion, right behind the Serenity deck, they have a whole water park area with slides and, you know, the long tube slides and a whole area for kids. So that's really cool for that.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just for kids, but good Lord, I can't do it.
I heard plenty of adults going down that screaming.
Yeah, I mean, the water slides were just, when it was warm, they were active and they sounded like they were having a lot of fun. Inside, and I want to say it's deck 9. Yeah, I think it's deck 8 or 9. They have a trampoline park area.
Yeah. So you can book it on your Carnival Hub app, which the app worked really well, except for when you cross the international date line, it gets very confused and they have to fix it because you can't have the same date twice.
No, it struggled with that. But inside the trampoline park, there were multiple trampolines. They had the basketball nets set up there, and you could go up at different times, like I said, and it was an upcharge, but they had different events going on inside there. So that was a cool thing, I thought.
Yeah.
She never saw any of that.
I don't want to break an ankle out here.
No.
They do have pickleball and, you know, lots of different kind of organized sport activities, competitions.
Yeah, they had a dodgeball tournament.
Like
they have just all sorts of stuff for that. Like we said, this is probably...
And only one medical emergency. Oh yeah, and then somebody, I think, just fainted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
that's surprising with all that going on a ship that's rocking. You'd think a lot more people would twist something, break something.
Absolutely.
I would have. That's why I didn't do it.
All right. So overall consensus of the ship.
I would definitely go on it again. I would definitely do like a long journey cruise like this again. I think it's been a fantastic ship, just full. I would like to go on it again to try some of the things we didn't get to do this time. It just 25 days wasn't enough, and that sounds ridiculous to say, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, it just wasn't. Never got tired of the food, or I never got tired of anything, or felt too repetitious or anything like that. Never got bored.
No, we even did do something that we don't normally do. We did the naturalist classes.
Oh, right. They were fantastic. Shoot, I wish I knew his name right now. The guy that did them was phenomenal, and we learned a ton about the ocean and under the ocean and
the different
places
ports
that we were going, and he was fantastic, and there was something pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And also there was a gal who was teaching about photography. Your phone photography, photos, videos, photo editing, you know, all those things. And she was really good too, and it was really fun to go learn a few things. And
I mean, we're
Nice
almost
classes.
professional photographers.
Well, I don't remember Carnival having so much enrichment classes.
No.
I always have liked that about Princess, you know, but
Yeah.
actually Carnival had a lot of,
Just so much
honestly,
stuff going on.
I really can't think of a single thing that they could have had and didn't have. They had everything. They had dance lessons all the time. Of all the different ships, sorry, someone opened a door and now the wind's whistling. There we go. It's close. Of all the different ships that we've cruised, and we've been cruising for decades on multiple lines, of all the different variety of entertainments and activities that you can possibly do during the day, all of those things were on this sailing.
Right. And that's why we say, absolutely, we would take this again in a heartbeat.
For sure. I mean, this has been the best Carnival cruise we've ever been on in terms of just
activities.
And I think the cruise director,
I think it truly was a fun ship.
yeah, it was. It was truly a fun ship, a fun voyage.
Now,
if they ever have this route again, I would take it in a heartbeat, but I would go any route on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think normally this runs down to Mexico out of Long Beach.
I'm not sure where it does do that, but I'm not sure where else it goes.
Definitely a ship to look for. I do want to throw up really quick, we are not paid by Carnival. We are not sponsored in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, trust me, we did not get a discount. We didn't get a casino room. We pay full price. So, I mean, obviously we look for the best sale deal, but and Carnival probably doesn't like us because we didn't do a very good review on the Luminosa. So we're being honest. If you want to see how honest we are, go watch our Luminosa review because that was not our favorite Carnival ship at all.
Yeah, and so we just want to throw that out there so that you know that this is the truth of the ship. And this has been just a fantastic cruise.
It really has. Yeah, so anyways, we hope you enjoyed this review. We hope you watch the ship tour. We hope you go back and watch the daily vlog because I think if you do, you'll have a really good idea of what it's like to be on this ship. Yeah. And most of those things are things you would get on any sailing of it, except maybe Halloween. Yeah, they're not super specific to just this sailing.
True.
So I think you'll enjoy it. And we've got other ship reviews and other ship tours you can check out. And then we actually travel full time.
Yes, we do. So if you'd like to see what it's like to be a nomad, which means you own nothing and you just own nothing.
We sold it all. We've got carry-on luggage and we just travel on land and on sea.
Yeah. Find us at Taste Life with Us.
Yes. We'll put a link at the end to the other channel. But if you go to our Taste Life with Us YouTube channel, we also have a daily vlog, daily-ish, of what our nomad life is like on land. What is it like to just travel full-time on land? Yeah. And in fact, we also have tons of things on becoming a nomad and issues of being a nomad and
planning travel, all of that
travel
stuff.
Planning, which helps even on cruise planning, right? All of those things, how to save money. We've got a lot on how to save money. We have a big video on saving money, which also does include cruises and how to save money on cruises. We hope you will go over to Taste Life with Us and subscribe, and also subscribe to this channel. We're not monetized. We really need subscribers more than anything. We have everything else except we just need some subscribers.
Yep. So if you could please subscribe, we would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Hey, thanks for cruising through retirement with us. We appreciate you greatly, and we hope to see you out on the seas.
Keep on cruising.